So I was not able to do a video reply to this within the app. Apparently, that's a setting you can turn on. And actually, I fully endorse this because people are crazy on social media now more than ever. So, however, you lock that down, I fully respect that. So I cross the person's name out. But I wanted to respond to this idea that the new series was heavy handed when it talked about social issues. And actually, I will agree with that. And let's be clear, when we talk about it, we're talking about issues involving transgender and non binary people because that's the only social justice issue that the new series really tackled substantially. And I agree, how they talked about it could be clunky. There is one particular episode late in the second season where it's obvious that they shoehorned in a subplot about a character coming out as non binary, and it obviously did not fit in thematically with the rest of the episode. That being said, I would invite you, if you haven't, to go back and watch some of the OG episodes that tackled social justice issues. Rewatch those if you haven't recently. And I think you're going to find that they were a lot more heavy handed than you think they were. In particular, the episode that I highlighted, this is a video reply to. The end of that episode has Sam giving a speech, and it is very heavy-handed, and I would argue not organic. I did not put that in there because also that part of the episode involves like Sam standing with being in a hanging noose, standing next to a black man in a hanging noose, and I did not put that in there because visually I just don't want to put that up on social media right now for obvious reasons. And an unfortunate thing about comments like this, fair or not to you individually, is that from the moment the reboot was announced, when the casting notice was first put out, people were accusing the show of being woke before there was even a script out in the world. Because the casting notice included that they were going to have the non-binary character in Ian Wright, eventually played by Mason Alexander Park. They put in there specifically for Ben. They were looking for an actor of Middle Eastern or Asian descent. Ben's original last name actually was Prasad. They were initially going for a Middle Eastern actor, and then they came to end up casting Raymond Lee. And another subtlety I haven't seen discussed in the debate whether the reboot was woke or not is that in the OG series, when they talked about social justice issues, more often than not, you had Sam and Al. You had two straight, cis hetero white guys talking about it. Whereas in the new series, you very often had Ian delivering the message. Or in the episode that focused on transgender athletes in high school, you had transgender characters giving the message. Or even when you had Raymond Lee delivering the message, he may be white passing for the most part, but he is of Asian descent, and that angered a lot of people, just that. So while comments like these do have merit, unfortunately, I see them sometimes as being made in bad faith. And the thing I will ask about this, truly to you, and I don't expect a response to this, but ask yourself, is it truly your issue with the show? Was it because it was narratively clunky when they talked about the issues? And ideologically, you do believe in what they were talking about? Or not? Because fair or not, I tend to think that people who thought the new show was woke, one, they had a problem with a non-white actor being in the lead, and they have an issue with transgender non-binary people.